Hi, it's Brent Abel here, WebTennis, and with me today is a fellow teaching professional and a longtime friend, Lisa Dodson. And Lisa has invented a great teaching aid for our serve. And Lisa, thanks so much for being with me today.
Thanks for having me, Brent.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Tell us about the Total Serve and, you know, kind of how this got cooking for you way back when and
Okay.
where it is today.
Great. For my entire teaching career, I used to carry a tube sock on my cart with 3 tennis balls in it.
This is one of the classic teaching pro aids, an old nasty tube sock we'd stuff with 3 balls, some tape, and it was disgusting, but it worked.
It absolutely worked, and I used that with so many people. I finally just last year decided, why don't I just make something that is an actual product that's more scientific than a dirty tube sock with 3 balls. So I started messing around in my garage with all kinds of parts of things, and I came up with a prototype for the Total Serve, which is the same length and weight as a standard racket, so you can see.
Right.
So standard rackets these days are anywhere between 11.5 ounces and 15. Now you can get really light ones, you can get players rackets that are heavy. This is about 14 ounces, and it's weighted much heavier in the head, as you can see. So the whole idea behind that being, when you want to get racket head speed, you need to make your racket head feel heavier. So I did it for you.
Right. Right. Well, the thing that was great about the tube sock teaching aid, and now with the Total Serve that Lisa's got here, is that it really gives you that feeling of what the racket is doing behind your back in terms of being nice and relaxed and kind of getting a natural throwing motion, and that feeling of the heaviness that you want to have, you know, really right out here in the top of your racket. So demonstrate for us a little bit, you know, how this works and kind of the benefits of it.
Sure, sure. The Total Serve has a standards 3/8 grip, so again, a benefit over the tube sock, which had no grip at all. You just held on to the top, right? So, and it also has a grip marker for right and left-handers, so you can put the V in your hand here. If you've got a larger hand, you can slide it up from the marker. I can't tell you as a teaching pro how many times people have said to me, "Where's that grip again?
Yeah,
what do I do for my serve?"
Right.
And yeah, I've taught them for 10 years, and we have a lesson every week,
right.
and it's same thing.
So this has got on the handle, it's got, I can see right here, you can't see it in the camera, but what it's got is a little V that we always talk about, you know, the V that's shaped between your thumb and your index finger. And are you saying that's where this goes right here?
Right.
Okay.
It's basically on the top left bevel is where the V in your hand would be.
Right.
Another thing I used to do, and still do, is, you know, just take a pen and mark it on somebody's grip.
Right.
It's exactly in the same place.
Okay.
So this way, it doesn't disappear and it doesn't come off on your hand. So you can you can remember where your grip is.
Okay.
So basically, for starting, I'm recommending that you start in a classic back scratch position, just because the Total Serve, although it looks pretty easy to do when you know what you're doing. So I'm just swinging this from momentum and swinging back up to ready position and going through my motion. For most people, it's a little unwieldy in the beginning, and so you really have to start simple by making sure you set your feet up correctly, making sure you get your grip, because and then starting in ready position. I mean in back scratch position. If you start with your feet wrong, so you're too open to the net, your grip is a little bit off, or you start a little too far turned, a little too far over rotated here, and your grip is a little bit off, you're going to do something that looks like that, or something that looks like this, or, you know, hitting yourself maybe in the shin a little bit. It doesn't really hurt, but you have to set yourself up properly, just like you would do on a serve.
Right.
Right.
Well, that's good.
And most of the time,
so that's good feedback. What you're saying is, if you don't set yourself up properly, you're going to feel it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is good.
That's what most people say. Well, how do I know it's working?
Right.
How do I know it's right?
If it's not hitting you,
you'll know because it's going to clunk here and clunk there, and once you can get it swinging freely, then it's.
So let me see if I can get this going here.
Okay. I bet you can.
So the feeling is going to be just that you're trying to get that feeling of what's happening behind your back, and this really feels good because I can feel the weight of the bottom of the Total Serve, which is exactly the same thing I want to feel in the racket head as it makes the circle back behind my back.
Right.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, this, you know, having this grip just makes a world of difference the tube sock, we never had the grip. I mean, maybe someone was incredible and they put some handle in there or something like that, but most of us weren't quite that inventive. So, well, this is really a great teaching aid. And congratulations. I know you're going to be very, very successful with this.
Yeah,
anything else that we should know about it in terms of, I know that, why don't you show us the packaging that it comes in, and you've also got an instructional DVD inside there too.
Right. Packaging comes with a promotion, with the instructional DVD.
Okay. Well, that's great. Well, Lisa, thank you very much for your time today. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Brent.
And hopefully we'll get you out of here. We'll get you out here again.
Great.
Okay.
Love to do it.
Good.
Thank you.
Hi, it's Brent Abel, Web Tennis, back here with you on Lisa Dotson's really great, very simple product called the Total Serve. You've really got to have one of these in your tennis bag. So look right below this video. There's a link there. Pick one up, and I'll show you how to get a free bonus lesson.